Hello everyone, my name is Quan. I am a co-founder of Say. If you're just tuning in for the first time, I work for a company called Say and we provide online Korean tutoring as well as KIIP Test Prep. Now I'm just going to jump straight into this video because it's a very important topic that a lot of my friends and our students have been asking about, and that's what happens on the KIIP placement test. If you have registered already for the placement test and you're still not sure what to expect, this video will really give you a quick overview of what to expect and also the pitfalls that you want to avoid. I want to share with you guys the best way to prepare so on test day you're 110% ready to kill it. Okay, so first things first, the number one thing you need to do right now to avoid a lot of stress during the week of the test is to make sure you confirm your testing site. Now, what does this mean? This is the location where you will take your placement test. And if you go online to your dashboard, if you go into the main page of your student account on the KIIP website, go to your student dashboard. It says My Pagey. You want to go there and you want to check to see if you actually applied for the Vicarious class settings. So this is really important because a lot of the time people forget to do this, and what you have on your test sheet is 미정, which means undecided. You need to make sure that you have at least designated the location that you want to take the test. And the next thing you guys are probably worried about, for many of you that have already applied months ago, when am I going to get my location confirmed? Don't worry, usually during the last week, 2 or 3 days before the test date, you will have your location confirmed. But just make sure you choose the designated location that you prefer. Alright, so on test day, what happens? Well, the first thing is you have to make sure you have the required documents. First, print out your registration form, your test registration form. Just go online to your dashboard and click print. Make sure you have that. It will also have the name of your location printed on the form. Secondly, bring your ARC card. Make sure that you have your alien registration card. You do not need to bring your passport. Just bring your alien registration card with you. And the third thing you want to do is bring your test taking materials like a pen or pencil and some correction fluid. Usually whiteout if you're a really messy test taker and you make mistakes a lot on the form. Now another thing you guys should bring, and something that I wish I knew earlier, was bring a snack, because during the test it can be super long and it's right around lunchtime, so you're probably gonna be hungry if you didn't eat lunch that day and you were scrambling to get to the test site. So I actually came to the test right around lunchtime and I just didn't eat. So I was so hungry during the entire test. So make sure, either get a really early lunch or bring a snack like a kimbap or some granola, so that after the written test, you can actually snack on something to regain your energy, because it's gonna be a pretty long day. Of course, before any of this happened, I strongly urge you to plan your roadmap way ahead. So once you know your location, research how to get there. Plan your roadmap so you figure out the best way to get to your test site an hour early. Do not get there late, because they are very strict and they will close the doors and you will be ooh-ing every single day of your life. Okay, so what happens when you get there? You want to just follow the crowd. Usually everybody is going to the same location anyway, so get on location, follow the people going toward whatever building that you need to go to, and look out for an area where they post all of the test room numbers. Now it's going to be very easy to see because everybody is just flocking there like a bunch of hyenas, and they're just looking for their test numbers. Don't worry, you're going to be able to see your location. They group you according to your birth date, so everybody with similar birth dates will be assigned to one room, and everyone else with a different birthday will be assigned to another room. And another thing to look out for is that they also group you according to the time that you register for the test. So if you register early, you're going to be slotted into an earlier group that will take the oral exam after the written part. And if you registered late, and you're gonna have to wait for a while. That's what happened to me. I actually applied really late, a few weeks before the closing of the deadline, and I was also really young. I was among the people in 1992. I was born in 1992. So I was actually there the entire day, from noon all the way to 5 p.m. So that was just miserable, and you can imagine how hungry you are and how irritated you are just sitting there all day waiting and waiting and waiting until you finally, get to finish the exam. If you're lucky, if you apply early, good for you. But if you apply late, I feel you, and you're gonna be okay. Just bring a good book to read while you wait, and bring a lot of snacks. Alright, so the test is about to start. It's already 12 o'clock. You're seated in the room that you belong to. You have your own little desk, pretty much like you're back in grade school, and you're just waiting until the proctors come. They come and they basically check over your registration form and also your ARC, just to make sure that you are in the right place. Next, they also take all of your cell phones. Now, if you're like me, I hate people touching my stuff, so what I do is I just slip my phone, I turn it off of course, but I slip it into my backpack and then I put my backpack to the wall because I don't really want people to take my stuff and then I get really paranoid, like what's gonna happen with my phone. So what I do is I just put it in my own backpack, I turn it off of course, and that gives me peace of mind, and that's what I need. I want peace of mind when I take my test. So the test comes out and you're gonna get basically a few forms. You're going to get the answer sheet, which is a long, kind of like a rectangular test sheet that they have different bubbles, what you took in school, different bubbles that you can bubble in the answers, and also the actual written tests that you're gonna get. On the written test, there are 48 multiple choice questions that covers everything from basic beginner grammar to advanced level grammar. There are also reading passages throughout the test for you to read and also answer the questions about them. And there's also 2 more questions that require writing. It's very short response, usually fill in the blanks, that just requires your knowledge of some basic Korean grammar. All in total, you have 50 minutes to finish the written test. So that's the written test. It's 48 multiple choice and also 2 short response, and each of the questions are 1.5 points each. So you can actually get a total of 75 points if you get a perfect score. Okay, so after you finish the written test, congratulations, you're done. No, you're not. You're actually going to wait a really long time, and it's just how it works. I'm so sorry. I wish you can just get out there and enjoy freedom, but really you're gonna be stuck in this prison for a few more hours, but you're gonna be with a lot of people. Misery loves company, so you're gonna get to watch a video, they're gonna play some sort of Korean movie, and you're just gonna sit in this dark room until the another proctor comes in to rescue you from your den of misery. Finally, the door opens up and they start calling people in your room. This is where the momentum kicks in. Now, the oral exam is very quick. It's 10 minutes and it will be conducted in groups. When you guys get your names called out, they will filter you one by one into a different location, a different part of the testing site, and you'll be sitting down in chairs, waiting for your specific group to be called into another room. Now you're gonna go probably, I think, 4 to 5 people at a time into this other room, and that's where 2 proctors will be giving your oral exam. It's 5 questions, 5 points each, so total is 25 points. That will be combined with 75 total points you can get on your written test. And the proctors will take turn one by one, asking you each to read a passage. There will be a short little paragraph on your desk, and you'll be reading through this passage. The point of this first question is for them to test your reading skills. How good is your pronunciation and your intonation when it comes to reading Korean? Afterwards, they're going to ask each and every one of you guys some questions, some follow-up questions on what you read, just to test your comprehension skills. Usually the first person that gets asked is the one sitting on the far left, so they go from left to right. So make sure if you want to get more of an advantage, you want to sit in the middle or in the far right so that you go last and you can hear everybody's answer and figure out your own. If you can't speak Korean, you can do yourself a favor by just using a simple phrase like 죄송합니다. 저는 잘 모르겠습니다. Which means, I'm sorry, I just don't know. At least you can fake it to make it, because I've seen so many people just sit there and they don't say anything, and I feel so sorry for them because I know it just sucks to just, not get it or not, it's a big hit on your pride. It's really a big hit on your pride if you just sit there and everyone else is speaking so fluently and so naturally and you can't say anything. And I know the feeling. So, to really help yourself, you can just say this quick phrase, and at least that will give you some confidence and hopefully not make you feel too bad if you can't answer all the questions. Now, if you already can speak at a pretty conversational level, then the first question is super easy for you, and also the follow-up questions. Afterwards, it gets tougher because they'll ask you a lot more advanced level questions regarding Korean culture, politics, or the economy, and they want to test your comprehension skill and also your analytical thinking skills to see if you can come up with an answer that is very eloquent and pertaining to both Korean culture and how it compares to your own culture. Once you're done with the oral exam, you're free to go. You can go home, sleep, watch a movie, hang out with friends, just do something to get your mind off the test, because in a week or two, you'll get your results and you'll know exactly which level you're placed into. If you guys have watched this video all the way to the end, thank you so much. If I missed something, or if you have your own experiences that you want to share, please leave a comment and tag a friend so that everybody can see this and really prepare for the exam. If you guys have more questions that you wanted me to cover today, or just cover a different topic related to the KIIP, leave more comments and please remember to subscribe. Thank you so much. Fighting!